Hey YouTube, this is Alexander, and today I'm kicking off a new series. So in this series, you'll be asking me your questions using the hashtag AskAlexander, either on Twitter or here on YouTube, and I'll go ahead and answer them. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first question comes to us from @Scarthy74 on Twitter. He asks, how did you get into tech? So tech is something that has been kind of interesting for me. I've really started enjoying it the past few years, and I basically got into it more of the mobile side of stuff and kind of branching off from there. When I picked up the Moto Click from T-Mobile back in 2007, I think, or 2008. I really wanted a new phone, and smartphones were just around the corner. I mean, other than the previous Blackberries, and T-Mobile didn't have an iPhone at that time. So I went ahead and really set my sights on that Moto Click from T-Mobile, and I started looking up specs and finding out what features are and how they work and what specs are and how those work and Android and all that good stuff. And from there, I basically started watching a bunch of reviews of that phone, as well as the Motorola Droid at that time, and I basically just kind of started really enjoying what was going on, and I just really started diving into that field and watching more reviews of different phones, even phones that I wasn't even going to get, but I just really enjoyed the atmosphere, and that kind of prompted me to start making YouTube videos of my own. And from 2012 I kind of got serious with it. So that's kind of how my passion for tech started, is back in 2008 with a Moto Click. So the second question comes to us also from Twitter from @J3Michael12. He asks, would you ever get an iPhone? Now that's an interesting question. If you know me and you've been around my channel for quite a while, you'll know that I am an Android guy. I have pretty much only Android phones and one iPhone 4. But I started my channel recording with an iPod Touch, and then later an iPhone 4, and then I just basically upgraded my cameras from there. But yeah, I've basically been an Android guy my whole life, so I don't know. I mean, I would get an iPhone for review purposes, but switching over full time as my daily driver aside from reviewing it, I don't think I would do that. I really like Android, especially the Nexus 6 here. I actually did a review of it, and this is basically what I've really been enjoying. I just couldn't see myself getting an iPhone full time, but I'm open to getting an iPhone. So if you want to send me one, you can get my PO Box number. So moving on to Google Plus, we have Baylor Cohorn. Sorry, I'm totally butchering your last name, but Baylor over on Google Plus asks, what are you majoring in college? So right now I'm at a university, and I am actually majoring in psychology, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with that or where I'm going with that, what my focus is going to be in psychology, but right now it is psychology. And I actually just picked up a second major, not officially on my university degree or my TDA, but it is American Studies, which, if you aren't familiar, it's basically a look at American society and sort of figuring out what it means to be an American, and exploring a bunch of different avenues of American society, such as race and culture and class and socioeconomic status and all that good stuff. Basically just kind of looking at it from a more abstract point of view. I really enjoyed my first class in American Studies a few semesters ago, and I took another one and I just really enjoyed it. So I decided I'll go ahead and add it as a major because I just enjoy it so much. And psych, I just really enjoy psych a lot too since high school. So that's why I decided to major in it in university. So that brings us perfectly into the next question from KickstarV over at Twitter. He asks, what do you plan for the future? Would you do YouTube as a job or as a hobby? So I think with YouTube right now, what I'm doing with it, I really enjoy making YouTube videos for everybody that watches them, and for myself. It's just really fun to go ahead and learn about the camera, the microphone, the lighting, and trying to get in front of the camera and speak. I really enjoy all that good stuff, but I also enjoy your guys' reactions and your guys' enjoyment from these videos that I make. So if it panned out to where YouTube, I became big enough to where I could actually do this for a living, I don't see why I wouldn't do it. I really enjoy making videos, and if you guys continue to enjoy watching them, I mean, it seems like a perfect pair right there. Okay, so heading back over to Google Plus, we have Sachin Mystery. Again, sorry that I'm butchering these names. He asks, will you be going to CES? And it's kind of a two-parter. The second part is, what was your favorite phone of 2015? So am I going to CES? The answer is no. First reason is because it's very expensive, but the second reason is because CES in recent years has kind of moved away from mobile technology, and they've kind of sort of went into the living room with TVs and or smart TVs, super high res TVs, cars, I think, and just other gadgets and stuff. And while that would be really fun for me, like I said, it's really expensive and it's not really mobile geared, but you know, if I ever got the opportunity to, I definitely would go to CES. It seems like a really fun thing to do, and I'm sure I'd get a lot of cool hands-on time with a bunch of cool tech. Now, for the second part of the question, what was my favorite phone of 2015? Now, I haven't used a ton of phones this year. I got my hands on the OnePlus One, I think it was early this year, the OnePlus 2, the Nexus 5X, and the Nexus 6P. So that's 4 phones I was able to check out this year, and I'm really thankful that I got to check it out and that I had an audience to share it with. But so far, my favorite phone this year has to be the Nexus 6P. Battery life has been awesome. The display is great. Speakers are awesome. It feels great, and it's really awesome to finally have a camera that is really good and up to par with some of the other ones, and even better in some cases. So the 6P definitely is the all-around best package for me, and it is my favorite phone for 2015, at least from the bunch that I checked out. Of course, there are phones I didn't get to check out, but from the bunch that I got to, this definitely is my favorite phone of 2015. So I'll be rounding out this video with one more question from Twitter. This is from username HeyBuddyRaj. He asks, how about a second channel about photography and editing? So this is something that I've been asked about since I would consider myself an amateur photographer, but I may know more than the beginner. So maybe a little bit more than amateur, I guess. If you guys follow me on Google Plus or Instagram, you'll know that I enjoy taking photos, and I really enjoy learning more about how to take better photos with my T3i, which is what I record with now. So I've gotten some questions about, you know, how I take the photos that I take. I do star trails, and I've done one star trails video, which you can check out in the description, and how I edit them. So if that is something that you really want to learn how to do, or you guys want me to talk more about, just leave a comment down below. I mean, this channel is here basically for me doing stuff that I enjoy doing, but also putting out content that you guys enjoy watching. And if you guys want me to talk more about photography, from what I know, I'm not a professional, but from what I know and how I get the shots that I get, definitely leave a comment. I wouldn't, you know, mind exploring that avenue here on the channel. I already do non-tech things like my travel videos, and I do a few time lapses. So if you guys are interested, make sure to leave a comment. But yeah, that's pretty much going to end the video. I thank you for all your questions. If I didn't answer yours, I'm sorry. Don't be discouraged. I would love to hear from you guys more. I'd love to hear more questions from you guys. Make sure to use the hashtag #AskAlexander. That way I know that you guys are entering a question for this series. I hope to be back with more questions answered in a new episode soon. So make sure you guys get those in. And also, I wanted to let you guys know that I am going to be leaving for holiday break, for Christmas break. I'm going up to Central California again after Christmas, so around New Year, for maybe between a week or 2 weeks. So I won't be here, and I'm trying to get as many videos as I can done for you guys, so that way you guys have some good stuff to watch while I'm gone. But yeah, I don't have a laptop that I can edit with on the go, so that's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to prepare videos since I gotta pack them all together in this 1 week and then edit them and make sure I have them ready to publish, which is what I always do. But yeah, I'm going to be gone a little bit longer this week, so I'm trying to get as many videos as I can done for you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe down there for more videos from me, and make sure to get those questions in for the next episode. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. So moving on to Twitter, not Twitter, this is Google Plus. What am I talking about? Okay. Totally. So that brings us perfectly into the next question from Twitter from Kickstar V, and he asks, what do you plan for the future? I can't even read the question. Make sure you use the hashtag that's not a hashtag. Make sure to use the question.